and welcome yet to another video. As usual, my name is Mary and today we are discussing a very interesting topic for anyone in the sales profession. What are some of the proven strategies that you can be able to leverage on to improve sales conversion? I'm glad to be joined by Godfrey in this discussion and I believe that you will find this very insightful. Thank you, Godfrey, for joining.
Always a pleasure, Mary.
Great.
Yes.
We're talking about sales, but before we look at the conversion,
Yes,
or rather strategies on improving sales conversion, what are some of the common mistakes from experience that you've observed sales teams make when it comes to increasing the conversion?
Yes, Mary. In fact, some of these errors or mistakes I'm going to speak about are some of the things I used to commit myself in my formative years as a salesperson. And one of it being that we tend to do wrong qualification. You approach anyone and you think you will close. So most of the times is that you're either targeting the wrong person or the wrong prospect. So you end up wasting a lot of time and resources. Second is information overload. They say salespeople talk a lot.
Yeah.
So you talk a lot, explaining a lot without paying attention to the needs of the client. And as we do that, we commit another mistake. We don't listen. So we are there overloading the prospect with a lot of information about the product, about our services, and you don't care whether this is a need for them or not at this point in time. And as we do that as well, so we've left the client not persuaded. We didn't speak to their needs. And we also do another mistake in return. We don't do proper follow-up. So in sales, follow-up is everything. There is need for you to follow up. And how will you follow up if you didn't connect with the prospect? Another mistake, we don't personalize our conversations as salespeople. So need for personalization, very, very important. And of course, I've mentioned active listening. There is need for you to listen. In sales, we speak of listen 80% and talk 20%, meaning they are a certain way of engaging your prospect that they talk more. It is you who is in charge to make them talk more.
To make them talk more.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yes.
You've been in this space for over 15 years now.
Yes,
close.
yes, Mary.
Yeah, what are some of the proven strategies perhaps you can share with us out of experience that sales team can use to improve sales conversion?
They always say that every product has a target market. There is always someone who is meant for this product. Finding that specific target individual is one of the proven ways that it would work. Because again, here you're not speaking to a stranger trying to persuade them into the product, but rather you're finding someone who is in need of the product. So therefore, proper targeting in terms of prospecting and qualifying. Second is your ability as a salesperson to do needs analysis. How do you connect the product, the solution, to this prospect? Identifying what works for them and even telling them that for you this one will not work. Being the advisor.
Yeah.
So the approach of now sales evolving into you being the expert who advises as opposed to the salesperson is looking to make money.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then what else also would work is people are very keen on social proof. I don't want to be the only one who is buying your product.
Yeah,
I want to see, are there others who are buying the product? So use of testimonials to just leverage on that social proof element that people feel, oh, if everyone else is buying, then I'm being left out. Or I'm not making a wrong mistake, wrong decision if I buy this product. And there are different techniques of selling that salespeople should embrace. For example, consultative selling, whereby you are selling as an expert. You're not pitching, but rather you are questioning to identify the needs of the client or the prospect for you now to advise that this is the right product for you. And finally, relationship building. you cannot go wrong with building relations. So that is what I have seen work, especially in account management. People who are doing B2B out there will relate with this, because if you don't relate well, business will bypass you.
Sure.
Yes.
Great. And I love all the strategies you've shared with us.
Yes.
And of course, the consultative approach will also help us to overcome some of these mistakes that we started by mentioning.
Exactly.
And now, how does corporate staffing services come in to support employers to ensure that their sales team are able to improve their momentum or even the high conversion rate as it should be?
Yeah, Mary, every day I do get inquiries. Employers, sales managers, CEOs asking, how can my team do better in sales conversion? And every time in my conversations with them, I always realize that the team is not facilitated in terms of knowing what to do. So they are there with the product, that every time they train the team on product knowledge, but not understanding the client and the consumer behavior. So how corporate staffing has therefore been of help to them is I sit down with them, we walk through the sales journey, just identifying what could be the gaps, what are the issues that are preventing this conversion, so that now we come up with a tailored program that builds capacity of these salespeople for them to deliver on the targets that they have. So this program, I've seen it work, and I would recommend anyone watching us, if you have a team, sales team that you feel the conversion rate is low, it's a program for them. Yes.
Great. And the beauty, we can always customize to suit their needs, because sometimes sales can be different across industries.
Exactly.
Interesting. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Always a pleasure, Mary.
Great.
Yes.
It is indeed very important as an employer to ensure that your sales team are empowered so that they don't find themselves making some of these common mistakes we started by mentioning that will affect the conversion, because the main goal of a sales professional is to ensure that they're able to improve conversions. And this is not only good for them, but also for the business as a whole. The link below will guide you on how to reach out to us, and we'll be glad to have this conversation with you. Consultation is absolutely free, and we are able to help you identify gaps where training would be the best solution. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.